once again, welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott. And greetings, blessings, salutations, and love. Once again, welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott, and it is Saturday afternoon, right? I'm feeling pretty like that. I want to thank everyone who's already stopped in. I don't do this all the time, and I probably could do it more, but like the folks are here, man. And if you're not here, well, you wouldn't be hearing these words. So at some time you're here. So thank you for being here with me. Austin Murphy, Dr. D Head, Swinton's Birds. Yes, happy Saturday to me and to you. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. Sincerely, you tell me, one of them. And of course, Brother R. Pole. Nice. Noah Michael. Who else? We got Internet Barbecue Consultant. Swinton's Birds, I think I said. Frequency Forge. Some cool music coming from the Frequency Forge. Last time I looked, Rebecca Joe, one of them. Venus, let me get to stuff, right? Praise God. Sincerely, today is a day similar to others, yet quite unique. It's never been done before. Today, the thumbnail and the topic in the background is Jack in front of the Capitol building yelling at whatever. Jack likes to yell sometimes, but more importantly, the messages of today, right? Everything you seek already exists within you, particularly the peace, joy, and fulfillment. Every one of us is looking for greater peace, greater joy, greater fulfillment. And if you're not looking for those, maybe you're looking in the wrong direction. And maybe today might be a great idea for you to listen. See if you can get some ideas, right? Because peace, joy, and fulfillment, man, that stuff feels good. And regardless, it's biblical, right? The wisdom is true. That which you seek, I put is waiting to find you, but it's more likely that that which you seek is seeking to find you. Clarity. Clarity is the key, my friends, my brothers and sisters. Clarity is the key. It's a foundation for success and goals. So get clear for you. What is important for you to find? And then, like yesterday's message, move forward with faith. Go do that which you want, right? That's what this life is for. It's for you. The whole thing is for you. I was created for you. Apparently, because I seek to serve here and now. And if you're here with me, here and now, give me a chance. See if I can serve you forth a little bit of inspiration, a little encouragement. Because life can be tough, man. Life can be tough. But, uh-oh. OTW needs you. I know he's running. I'm not sure what to do. Not sure what that means. Let's see what's going on, man. I don't plan on going too long, honestly, because I don't want to be in competition. And actually, I would actually encourage it. Here, you know what? I'll do this first. I just dropped the link for those who wish to join. And for others, feel free to return. Check me out later. OTW is doing a live panel. He's got stuff going on right now, too. But if you want to join here, you're welcome to. I didn't have a lot of notes and ideas, but today I did. I followed through with the scheduling, and I went into DC today on a Saturday again. and did some of the touristy things. And it was interesting to see what has become of our capital, and what does all of this really mean? These political parties and the different groups of government. It's a pretty interesting story that we're living here. It really is. What was I going to do? Oh, wow. So I don't know if I pulled it up, but that's what's going on over there. For those who are interested, feel free. At the end of this stream, I'm going to forward us over there anyway. So, and like I said, I was out running around today. I did meet outside of Union Station here in Washington, D.C., and that's one of the metro places real close to the Capitol building, for those who may not be familiar. And I'm just now I'm learning it, right? Anyway, right outside of Union Station is a place called Columbus Circle. And there's been, the last 2 times I've been down there, there's been activists hanging out. There's a lot of folks who are ready for things to change. So I'm not alone in these messages, right? It's time for our world to know peace. Let it begin with you. This is the topic today. Seek to find, nurture, and grow. Once you see the way, and once you see the path, and once you find your pattern and your way, it's so simple. It's so obvious. The way of Jesus is the only way to live, truly. Because any way else, if you choose to live in sin, you become a slave to sin. And then you don't see any other way. You can't see your way out of your problems because you're lost and you're confused. I've been there. If this is you, and if it's not you, it's not you, right? Just let it go. I'm talking to the other people. But if you're feeling lost, you're feeling confused, it's fine to be lost. That's okay. That happens in life. Confusion happens in life. Sometimes we literally just don't know what to do. We don't have enough information. We don't have enough details to make a sound and confident decision. It doesn't matter. You are in charge of your feelings, as am I. Okay? And my goal, the reason I hit go live and why I share my time on here, a big part of my goal is to help you feel more alive. And you feel alive when you're not feeling defeated. It's that simple. It's that simple. It's up to you to create the day of your dreams, and you can do it beginning whenever God allows you to do it. So turn within. Often in the day, turn within, check in to your heart, see, where am I at? What is my level of peace? What is my level of joy? What is my level of fulfillment? If I'm empty, what can I do? Because peace and joy and fulfillment are eternal gifts that are always present. They're hidden behind your false memories, the false evidence appearing real that you might want to cling to in your mind. Fear, it's of the devil. With God, there is no fear. With God, there is no evil. With God, there is no sin. With God, there is everything. Everything you need is with God. Only you can keep yourself away from God. Okay? Think of this. It's a brilliant strategy. Okay? The way that we've been created, given the discernment and the ability, right? The power of mind, we have within our minds these ordering principles these principles that take up this information, we put it together with our language and our vocabulary, and then we think we know what's going on, right? It's easy to get lost and to become confused, because the world is a very confusing place and it's pretty darn big, right? Yeah, the world's pretty big compared to you, compared to me. The world is huge, dude. There is so much going on right now. I hear sirens down the road. That means someone's probably having an emergency. Someone's in the midst of urgency, and here we are in peace. But there's a lot going on in this world. It's big, it's confusing. So what? Become big. Overcome your confusion. Actually become small. Embrace. This is the way I found my freedom. I embraced my insignificance. I finally agreed with the people around me and like, yeah, you're right. I don't mean shit. You're right. I'll walk away. Yeah, I got nothing you want. I'll leave you be. So when I realized my insignificance, I'm like, now what? I ain't got to worry about them. I just got to worry about me. And I don't want to worry about me. God's got me. Does God have you? Or do you have you? I used to think I had control of me. My emotions had control of me. My addictions had control of me. My habits, my routines, all sorts of things had control over me, and I didn't even know it. I didn't see my chains of bondage. I didn't see my attachments. I didn't see my insecurities, my fears. Why? Because I didn't stop, pause, and think. But by the grace of God, God separated me from my old life, and I became free to live how I want. And the way I want to live is like Christ. I have no enemies, none. Like I said yesterday in the stream, I have friends and potential friends, and that is it. It might be as simple as one day, that which is. I didn't recognize what I was doing, right? I didn't realize how bad my mind was until I started trying to get out of it and get away from it. Practice presence one day. I love this. That which is. For anyone who's willing to try, practice presence for one day. You will no longer crave more time. You will find an abundance of time. You'll find yourself united with time. And when you unite with time, you align yourself with the eternal presence of being. And the eternal presence of being is the divine mystery of our Creator, our God. So be with the eternal. It's here and now. And it's always now. And wherever you are is here for you. So be here, be now, and be infinite. Become infinite by becoming so insignificant that nothing outside of you matters except that which is real and that which you want. But since you've made a commitment to yourself to be present, you want to know what is real, right? So you're always united and paying attention, and then poof, you escape the past. It's done, dude. You start forgetting about your regret, and you start forgetting about your hate. You ain't got time for that crap because it feels too good to be free. That's what I found. That's what I found, man. Oops, I like this, David Wayne. We are like jigsaw pieces, the same size but different connections, a small part of the big picture. But without that piece, we are simultaneously small and important. That's interesting. That's true. Life is a mystery. Have you convinced yourself that you know it all? Be honest, right? Be honest with yourself. If you've convinced yourself that you know what's in the mind of someone else without them telling you, or saying, denying what you hear them say and saying, no, that's not what you're thinking. You ever done that? Seen a lot of people do it to me. It's a sign of insanity, man. We live in a world of confusion. Escape it. Let it go. Overcome the world by getting beyond your labels, your judgment, bringing us back to the ordering principles of the mind. We have this perfect design in our biology and in the neuro patterns, right? The psychological patterns. There's patterns to everything. What confuses us, though, is the automatic nature of our mind, particularly as we grow up with language, reading, naming everything, labeling everything, dividing everything, categorizing everything. I jumped ahead. All these labeling and categorizing creates divisions. But the divisions are only in your mind. There is no division from anything. Anyone, there's no division. We are united at this time. And if others were from the past, they are united with this timeline. We're on a continuing unfoldment and manifestation of time. It manifests. We are manifested beings. We've become form out of energy. And it's this energy field in which we are, right? All around us. We don't see everything. We know there's air because the schools told us there's air. But beyond the air molecules is this this field of energy that's more fluid than form. And so the key to you, even though it's a physical formed reality that you and I are sharing, this physical life, it's more fluid than form. So allow yourself to unite with more fluid. The life world, it's an entire mystery. Allow it to be a mystery to you. Keep learning. Stop thinking you know it all. I'm hearing my tone as I'm talking. And I'm questioning, are these words for me? Of course they are. Anything we speak is meant for the speaker, because in the end, there is only you. You are the only life in your experience. Wherever you go, you are. Everyone else is just temporary. And anything that's temporary can be appreciated, right? Even the tough stuff, even the painful stuff. If you just remind yourself it's all going to pass, let it go. And while you're here, instead of focusing on the pain and the memories that hurt, the things that aren't here that really make you feel sad, instead of focusing on that, seek to find, nurture, and grow your peace, your joy, your fulfillment. Peace, joy, and fulfillment are your natural state of being. It's where peace is found where? In the absence of resistance, in the absence of conflict. Peace is found in harmony. Peace is found in resonance. Peace is found in reconciliation. Peace is found in wholeness. So become whole. And as you feel whole instead of broken, pay attention with your mind and your focus. Feel the joy. Allow yourself to be aware of the joy and the peace that you have. And then from this present moment, go do something that you'll be proud of remembering. Simple as that. Do something today that you'll appreciate remembering. Give yourself away, or go make a healthy choice. Make a healthy commitment. Get a game plan together for yourself. Do something. Take that first step towards a goal, any goal that's good for you. Take that first step. See how you feel. You don't have to have all the details involved to get started. You don't have to have all the tools and all the answers to take a step. Everything that we can imagine, we can create, should God allow it. And we put forth the effort. And I tell you what, God allowed me the idea that wars could end and that immediate reforms could begin, right? First casualty of war is truth. The rest are mostly civilians. Let's stop allowing civilians and soldiers to die. And let's restore the truth amongst us. Let's confront the liars in our politics, in our governments, in our families. Go confront the liar in the mirror if it's appropriate. Don't be rude, though. Please. And here I am. I'm trying not to be telling people what to do. That's not God-like. God offers. God invites. The way of Christ is gentle, right? It's an offering. It's an invitation. It truly is what I'm offering and inviting you to explore. I encourage you, and I kind of challenge you. Challenge yourself. Hold yourself to the standard of Christ. See what you can do. But don't do it on your own. That's stupid. I did that. Okay, don't think you can be like Christ on your own. Obviously, if you want to be fearless, be able to love without fear, be able to speak with confidence and commanding power, right? You want that for yourself? It's in there. Turn to God. Turn to God for all things, whether you have a close relationship, whether you're aware of a close relationship with God or not, please turn to God. Turn to God so that you have the faith, you have the confidence. Faith and confidence, they go together. It can be found in memories. You can build your confidence through memories, doing good things, right? Realizing if I screw up this time, it's not so bad. I've done a lot of good things, right? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I've been wrong before, right? But genuinely seeking to do the good things is what is important. Took myself off where I was heading. I don't know. Begin reforms to confusion. This is what I actually want. I don't know how to make this happen, but I think, and here, I'll admit, maybe I'm not the best candidate because I don't have the qualifications and the pedigree and such, and I get that. That's true. I'm a nobody, man. I just got a lot of confidence and faith. But I feel like God is with me, and I feel like God wants this done, man. But that which will be, will be. But I bet I can't imagine if mankind says, hey, we want to end the wars, right? If there was enough people in that mindset and that intention, I can't imagine God saying, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to continue with what was prophesized and written. We're going to tell the story the way it's written. We're not going to allow anything to change. Even if these children have learned, we're not going to change what was written, because that would be blasphemy, right? I don't know. I'm just asking questions, man. I'm kind of dumb sometimes. I play dumb sometimes. Praise God, man. But here, if this is real, this life we're living, if you're real, I'm real. I'm not AI, right? I'm kind of solid, right? I think I'm real. We have a chance to end the wars and bring reforms. The path is through Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Both of those guys are right about each other. The United States could save billions just by cutting off all the government contracts to Elon Musk. And Elon Musk is right about Trump, too. Donald Trump's probably in those files, supporting the blackmail and the exploitation of children and all sorts of sick stuff. But praise God. Sometimes in life, you don't get a choice. You got to deal with what you've got. I know America can do better. I just went to and did the tour today, right? I was reminded of the principles and how hard our ancestors here in America fought, what they actually intended for. Well, that's open to dispute too, but praise God. We'll go with the good intentions, because good intentions are what matter. Everyone in this, there's not everyone. I want to exaggerate. There's a lot of people in this world who've developed the habit of looking for lies instead of the truth. See, people who are afraid, they look for lies because they don't want to be misled again. They know they've been misled. That's why they're still in fear. They haven't reconciled their memories. So these are all patterns. If these patterns are you, I'm offering you, right? Pattern recognition, not recognition, not identification, because you got to recognize your own patterns. You got to identify them. These are some of the conclusions I found from some of the patterns from my own mind and my own life. What life is truly for you and me, it's a mental construct. Everything you experience, everything you think, everything you perceive, remember, or imagine, it's mental. How mental are you? What's the state of your mentality? Be honest with yourself. You don't have to tell me, you don't have to tell others, but look at your own mind. What are you seeing? Do you see a world filled with opportunities and beauty and love? Do you see a world filled with God? Or do you see a world that's absent? A world that has no love? A world that has no God? What do you see? I mean, again, I just encourage you to cognize these questions, think about these ideas for yourself. Because yes, we can stop war. Jack can't. No, Jack cannot. Not on his own. That is obvious, right? I'm not a fool. Never claimed to be on this path to do it myself. Hey, blessings to you, Nick, and to all. Yes, pray for discernment. In Jesus' name, pray to see. Help me to see. Help me to see God, angels, Jesus. Help me to see. Help me to see the answers. Help me to see the light. Help me to see the path. Help me to see my dreams. Help me to see my health. Hey, Nick, this really is my dream here on earth. We have the opportunity. When we create the movement, we will have disclosure. When there is disclosure from the governments and the corporations, there will no longer be any secrets. With full disclosure, then men and women can make informed choices about what do we do from here. But right now, we got lots of people thinking, oh, this banking system, America's just the best, man. We're playing Monopoly. We're playing Risk. We're playing War. We're playing everything. It's all pretend. The entire government and corporate structures of authority, it's all pretend. How do we get people to wake up? Real people are dying. Real people are suffering. And it takes me 2 hours from here to the Capitol building. I just got to figure out who's going to talk to me there. I'm going to make my way back soon again. I'm feeling fired up again. And brothers and sisters, if you're willing, if you can be creative, be creative. Share your creativity with me. Spend some time imagining you're working with me. And from whatever you know about me, you don't know it all. You know what you know, but you know the goal. The goal is to find a way. Let's believe there is a way, right? That's the first step. If you want anything in your life, it's up to you. You have to believe that you're worthy of receiving what you want, that what you want is available. Anything you want is available. Now, can you achieve it or not? That's the will of God, as far as I'm concerned. But what I've been learning in my life, brothers and sisters, I practice what I preach sincerely. Seek to find your peace. Seek to find your joy. Seek to find your fulfillment. Take steps every day towards your goals and have many. It's fine to have tons of plans. It's fine to have tons of goals, but be wise, right? Be honest and don't overburden yourself and don't stress yourself out. But I've got a ton of goals, man. I got lots of goals that are here and written down, and they're just waiting. They're waiting for the right opportunity. Okay, because the right opportunity, you can't really move forward with some plans until you find that opportunity, or you get the resources or the tools, or, you know, sometimes you got to get the pieces to come together in order for it to click. I have a feeling everything's coming together, brothers and sisters. And should this be real, these suggestions of ending wars, bringing the truth into light, insisting government and corporate disclosure so we no longer live in a world filled with lies, this is just logic and reasoning. It's not some divine message, but it makes logical sense. It's sound in its application. It's just a matter of, will we accept? Will we accept that what we currently have is wrong? See, not good enough for me is wrong for me. And I think this corruption of the economic systems and the government, political structures, all of this nonsense is not good enough for me anymore. I know I can help it improve. Just got to figure out how. Voting didn't seem to work. Phone calls haven't helped yet. Emails, surveys, all sorts of things. But I made some connections today. So yeah, by the way, Randy, if you checked in, this is what I do, man. But I met a couple of the guys at the I don't know what it is. At the activity. It's not a protest, it's an information booth and an opportunity for people to connect and to be heard. But brothers and sisters, this is our life. There's a lot of time that passed before us. A lot of men and women died so that we could stand upon the intellect, stand upon the shoulders of their intellect. We've learned collectively, whether you realize it or not, the society we live in today stands upon the development of knowledge, the sacrifices, the creativity of generations of humans, just like you, just like me. We're all a part of this cog. We're all cogs in this story. We are on the Jesus timeline. Go with that. That's what I'm calling it. Right? This is the Jesus timeline. Maybe there was another timeline where there was someone else, a different name. And who knows what the name really was, but holy cows, man. Cosmic and the boys, blessings to you. Thank you. Thank you. Just giving. I greatly appreciate it. Um, I mentioned I didn't have a lot written. I can actually benefit, I think, by doing a shorter stream. I may edit a couple, see if I can come up with a couple of edits out of this, and we'll do something more. But I'm feeling maybe I should wrap this up. I woke up early today. I got a bunch of wandering around in me. My body feels good, man. And I'm excited for the future. Again, I lost some hope a few days last week. I mentioned it previously. I lost some hope, struggled inside. Oh, poor me. Hey, wonderful. Instead of wrapping up, let's welcome in Ragamuffin Vision. Welcome back, brother.
Yo, thank you for having me. Yeah, well, I heard you say you were thinking about wrapping up, and I thought, well, it'd be a great time to chime in real quick and just encourage everybody. Y'all, this thing with walking with God, it's not easy in this world. This world really bombards us on all fronts with all manner of mindset. And it's hard, it's tough. And God bless you, Jack Talcott, for what you're trying to do, bro. God's got this, and I know he's got this, and I feel that he's got this. And you know what? The tension is it's pulling right now, right? I can feel it. It's like strings on an instrument that are being really pulled and plucked a certain direction. God is about to move in all of this right now and what we're all dealing with in this world, because God's tired of the bullshit. He's tired of the lies, and he's tired of these individuals that are running everything that are lying to everybody. And we're all better than that. We have more to offer to each other, to God, to the world. There's more. There's more than what is present right in front of us. And you know what, Jack, if it's okay with you, man, I want to plug that doc, man. I think we got to tell these folks about it. Y'all need to get on watching Christspiracy. Go to Christspiracy.com and you can watch this groundbreaking documentary that has been kept from the masses about what this world has been doing since back in the ancient times up till now. Lies that have been put into religion, outside of religion. It's very controversial. This thing was banned. The filmmakers that put it together, one of which had been doing stuff previously on Netflix, and he's already been doing stuff for a while, and they completely shut this down. They've had their lives threatened. They've had everything in question from them being willing to just put this stuff out. So I urge you guys, if you all want to watch like a conspiratorial documentary showing you things that go on in this world to such a level that's going to make your mouth drop open, go look up Christspiracy and watch and see for yourself. See for yourself how mankind has wandered into realms that we were really never intended to. And so, peacemaking is what God is calling for in this hour. He is calling for peacemakers. He's calling for us to come together in unity, in a higher vibration, outside of our own self-interest and our own desires, to come together and to bring it all back around. And I am thankful for that. I'm thankful for everything God is doing right now. I'm thankful for all the good stuff that God is bringing out of all the muck and the mire. God bless you, Jack Talcott. Thank you for everything you do, sir.
Thank you, Christopher. And yes, for those interested, I dropped the link in the chat as well. Christspiracy.com. I'm a big fan of that film. I'm also a big fan of the producer. He's working on another one, as I understand, regarding the discovery of the Moses scrolls. I don't know if you saw the conversations.
Oh, I didn't see that. That's really cool. Oh, wow. Very awesome.
And Chewy 4726, blessings to you for the critical hit super sticker. I appreciate the support and contributions. Blessings. Thank you so much. Welcome to you, David Wayne. How you doing, brother? Welcome back.
Regarding the tough times and stuff like that, I've always carried this analogy. You start out with a lump of metal, you throw it in the fire, let it get good and hot, you pull it out, You beat on it, put it back in the fire. It's faced a grinder, buffers, put back in the fire, dipped in hot oil. But in the end, you've got this beautiful, shiny, sharp sword. And
We
that's
become
what I believe the Christian walk seems like. And you have life just in general. To me, life itself represents the weather. You have purpose and you have things that you need to go throughout the day and do, but sometimes it's going to rain. Sometimes it's cold. Sometimes there's snow, but the sun will come back out eventually. Just hang in there. Keep moving forward. You have to keep moving forward in any walk, whether it's a Christian walk or whether you're an atheist or anything. Just keep on grinding. You know what I'm saying?
That's the key. I say that a lot. I keep catching myself, and I don't know what to change it to. But there's many keys to a simple life. That's what we all want. We want a life that is simple, and it's simple when we understand, and it's easier to understand when you don't worry, and there's less to worry about as long as you're paying attention. So everything goes together, right? One of these days, I'm going to knock out a book. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be short and sweet. And because it's the teachings of Christ and the Buddhas, if God allows it, if your higher spirit allows it, and I think we're on this time where the veil is shifting, right? The spirit of truth and life and love, it's rising up. That's what the Holy Spirit is. The Holy Spirit is only unseen, unfelt within us when it'll step out of the way. That's the thing about love. Love will back off. It says, all right, you got this, you got it, it's all yours. And so the Holy Spirit will step back if we want to bring in some fear and some doubt, some anger. We want to play around with those dark energies. Holy Spirit just like, all right, play along.
It's a gentlemanly nature. It's a gentlemanly nature. It will not be forced upon you.
Brother, that's the lesson. That is what I've been practicing. I came to that conclusion for myself. And clearly, I had a lot of work to do in that because I grew up rough and tough, bossy, I guess. And I'm trying to break out of that still. I'm not trying, I am becoming more gentle, far more patient, more compassionate. We all want that.
We do all want that. And you know what I've noticed, gentlemen and chat, that when we change up what we put in our body and or our own vibration, through the consistency, we end up by default, we desire that. On the surface at first, making a change within ourselves with what we put in our body, dietary wise, what we watch, how we speak, how we interact with others. At first, we don't notice a change, but the more consistently you do that with the way your output is and your input, it changes everything. And I'm noticing that it's amazing. It's like the more you introduce to the body, the things the body actually needs, the more you introduce to the soul and the inner person of a person, the more you do that, the more it desires that, and the more we get into right alignment. And when we get into right alignment, everything flows. Yeah.
And then one of the mysteries, I believe, right alignment is eternally present and available. We must accept that we are right where we need to be, and then make sure we're aligned from here. And this is what I've been trying to communicate, the idea of practicing a pause, right? Embrace often in the day, right? Set a reminder for a little bit until it becomes a normal state for you. This is what I had to do for myself. I had reminders set on my phone So I would check in with my mind, and I'd look, regardless of what activity I was doing, I would check in with my mind and see, okay, Jack, are you paying attention to what you're doing? Well, I would check in. What am I paying? What am I paying attention to? Right? Because I wanted to find the patterns. What's my mind really doing? And then, is that related to what you're doing now? Right? So when the alarm goes off, I check in and I look around and okay, I'm either here and present or I'm not. And in the beginning, I was not very often. But it becomes normal. And once you become powerfully present, grounded in your loving energy of being who you are, where you are, because you know you're exactly where you are supposed to be. And you know that God has created you to become who you are. So the right path can begin right here and now. Just commit to being true. The teachings of Jesus have been so far misunderstood. It's so simple and so obvious. It's in my mind, it's more evidence of God. God is so glorious. The source of all creation, the day, the light, the life, that which is and reveals to us that which is. Holy cows. Praise God.
They
Praise
give
God,
Jesus
indeed.
Yeah.
they give Jesus a hard time for taking up the tax collector's invite to come and eat. Like, why would you do that? Because instead of just robbing us every week, they actually had a person walk around collecting it by hand. And Jesus said, I will go anywhere I am invited.
Yes. That's what God would do. God would go wherever invited. That's what Jesus did. That's what I hope to do, what I've been trying to be better at. I'm still persistent because love is persistent, right? Love is respect filled and it honors the other, but there's a persistence to love and it's always there. So I swing back around and I knock on the door, different people at different times, but I'm waiting for people to invite me into their life because I feel one with God. I really do.
Yeah, and when we all find our purpose, Jack's found his purpose right now. And guys, when we find our purpose, it ain't got nothing to do with money, who supports it or who doesn't support it. It's got to do with an inner call from God. And here's the thing: a lot of people out here are so agitated in this life because they're in the wrong place. They're doing the wrong things that they feel like they have to do to make ends meet. When we start stepping into our actual purpose of authenticity, being the real us of who we really are, everything changes. For the longest time, I suppressed being an artist, singer, songwriter, and because it wasn't going anywhere. But God all along has been speaking to my heart saying, that's what I want you to do. That's what you're created to do. It doesn't matter if it seems like it's going anywhere right now. That's what you're made to do. So if you do what you're made to do and you walk in that, eventually everything will even itself out. All the kinks, all the loose ends, everything becomes made straight and smoothed out. So I just encourage every single one of y'all, tap in, find out what your purpose is. Why are you here? What were you created to do? And start to try to walk towards that, whatever it looks like, whether you feel like you have every level of comfort and resource available to you at that point or not. Do it and watch how it changes everything, because it really does.
Yep. Hey, Chewy4726, thank you again for another super sticker. Sincerely, thank you for the contributions. And welcome back, Frank, of Let Me Be Frank with You. Welcome back, Frank. How are you today, brother?
I'm good. What about you?
Feeling blessed, truly. This gift. What's that? Sorry.
That's awesome. Sorry.
this gift of life. I was really admiring the life I'm living today. What a glorious adventure to be alive. That's a gift. I'd lost sight of the gifts because I was so worried about my burdens and my responsibilities. I was so afraid of not doing the right thing, right? um, I kind of held myself back. Holy cows, man. You're YouTube is saying, let's celebrate the third super on a live stream. Again, Chewy 4726, another super sticker, the third this way. Thank you, sincerely. Holy cows, man. Thank you.
Good, Jack, that you feel that way.
It took me a long time. I lived a life filled with fear and regret and shame and guilt. And I refuse to live that way anymore. Once I realized that I could live with a clear conscience, that's how I choose to live. And the only way to have a clear conscience is to admit your guilt, to confess your shame. I believe others have said this, I'm certain of it, but addiction. Behind every addiction is trauma, and behind the trauma is a shame, and the shame is found in the judgment. It's found behind the judgment. That's the path I see. Holy cows, man. Thank you again, Chewy, 4726.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. Here, let me sit back and let you gentlemen please share or ideas or thoughts, questions. You guys take over a bit, please.
Oh, far away. I'm listening.
Holy cows. Cosmic and the boys. Blessings and thank you. This is interesting. I typically don't. There's some, but not usually this frequent for me. Life is bizarre. We never know what is happening beyond what is happening here and now. That used to bother me because if I didn't have a plan, I felt afraid. Let me correct myself. If I didn't have the details of a plan, I felt afraid. Oh, hey, actually, Vero, that could be a great group conversation. Thank you for the suggestion. Elon and Trump's divorce. I think it's beautiful. I mean, not to wish ill on any healthy relationships, but I don't believe Donald Trump and Elon Musk are very healthy in their own personal relationships or with each other. They're both egotistical, and it's a beautiful demonstration that reality is showing to us. I almost said God, but it's real, right? So we don't have to put God into the discussion, but what is real is the signs are being shown to us every day. We get to choose what are we going to do with the information we've learned. I say what we're seeing is the end, because wealth and authority, that's what keeps the people enslaved. Wealth and authority, Musk and Trump, the two most obvious symbols in America of those two things. They're putting on a show for us.
But Jack, what are you trying to preach? Politics or religion?
Yes.
Both?
Sure.
Perfect answer. They're together. They are
Yeah.
together.
Ooh, and actually, yes, politics and religion. I spoke about the religion of money before. People worship the almighty dollar. That's blasphemy. I mean, that's just insanity, because where does the dollar come from? Oh yeah, the minds of man. It's imagined. We put our real lives in the hands of something that's imagined, and then we argue whether or not there's a God behind behind the powers of the universe. It's crazy.
Well, isn't
The
that kind of
battle is
contradictory
not
though?
with the flesh.
The battle is, amen. What were you saying, Frank?
Isn't that kind of contradictory? Because money might be the root of all evil, but money is actually a thing that you can actually feel, touch, feel, and earn yourself. Religion,
The love of money is the root of all evil. The love of money,
not,
not money.
not
The
I,
love.
I get the love of money. You know, money is actually a physical thing. Religion might feel like a physical thing, but it's not.
I view money for what it is. It's been a tool of the devil. Money has been the tool for slavery. If money was not involved, there would not be slaved labor. And today, you could make the argument that there's voluntary slave labor. America just outsources the production. There's human beings like us working worse jobs for our low prices. Holy cows, Chewy. Hey, I trust you are well and wise and, being responsible with your generosity. Thank you very much. Sincerely.
Well, Jack, isn't that kind of ironic though, since your channel is monetized and you just call out somebody that gave you money and you just said that money is the root of all evil? Aren't you then in itself evil?
The
Is that
love.
what you want to? Is that what you want to believe?
The
No,
love.
I don't want to believe anything. I'm asking a question.
Well, right, and your question is revealing about you. Now, do I need to defend me and explain
No,
myself?
you do not. But you just contradicted yourself. So I'm
No, he
asking
did.
as
He
to
didn't. He didn't actually. If
No.
he's doing what God wants him to do, and somebody sends him money, he didn't have to go after it in
Yeah.
ill-gotten gain. In other words, he didn't have to go sell his energy into the wrong marketplace to get that money, right? Because you're talking about 3D, right? Things in the 3D, right? Money, and you said that religion was not in the physical, but it is in the physical, Frank. It's just maybe you haven't experienced it that way. It's all tied together. So, in other words, people have survived for thousands of years with or without money. That has nothing to do with anything. It's
I
part
get that.
of the equation,
Then where does that come
but
from,
it can
though?
happen. What do you mean? Where does it come from? What do you mean?
Well, if money is the root of all evil, then
The
The
how
love.
idea of chasing money, the idea of selling
Worship.
oneself
Okay.
into a certain type of thing to do with oneself for like time to make
Here,
money, that is what's evil. To give oneself away as a
Worshiping
whore.
money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, that is what I was
please,
asking.
Yeah.
Wasn't blasting, Jack.
No, I
Just a
know that.
question.
I know that. I
please
wanted to clarify.
pause. Please pause for a moment. Thank you. I appreciate it. Cosmic and the boys, thank you again. And OTW, welcome to you, my friend.
Peace, brother.
Is your stream still going? I was
Yeah.
planning on heading to you quickly.
Oh, well, I see. I just checked in to see what was going on, and I saw your eyebrows, and I'm like, no, I'm coming in. I got to go back up my new ally.
I tried to get him in there, OTW. I tried, but he hooked me instead.
Hey, Snafu tuned me into you, Jack. I was busy with the Tarek thing, the situation, and it got kind of boring, to tell you the truth. Yeah, it wasn't challenging at all. I was like, wow, man, I thought it was going to be a little bit more challenging. And I was like, damn it. Okay. Now I see that here there's something a little bit more challenging. I was like, I'm attracted to these kinds of things. You know how I am, Jack.
No, I appreciate it. It actually isn't. We've been having some great conversations today. And honestly, OTW, I had intentions of heading over that way, and things changed.
Well, that's good, Jack. Anyway, I'm restreaming right now,
Blessings.
like I usually
Thank
do.
you.
So if ever when you do shut down, you guys are all welcome over here. And if you want to continue the conversation at OTW Live,
I appreciate it. When you showed up, there was maybe what you saw was my reaction. There was a question being asked about my monetization, right? Am I a hypocrite because I allow people to share funds with me and I thank them when they do? I don't believe I am. I believe that those who want to cast judgment on me for that, for trying to economically survive for myself in this corrupt world that charges money for food and everything else.
there's nothing wrong with financial support, Jack. Please
I
don't
know.
let
I
them
know
get
it's
to
not.
you, man. There's nothing wrong with that. If
I
people,
know.
that's their way of showing their appreciation for you and their support and their belief in in the mission and the message and your goals, right? So I don't always look at it as a positive thing. For never mind, these people are jealous because they can't do what you do and they can't have the support that you're getting. And this is all about jealousy, Jack, right? And you know what? I came to offer you like I guess it's like patience, because I was needing some of that Jack Talcott earlier on today, and I was actually calling out, man, where's Jack right now? I really need some freaking Jack here right now.
That's what David was. That's what David was trying to communicate to me. I didn't get clarity in my head. Um, you know what? Thank you for offering me what you saw I need, patience. And you're absolutely right. Because I don't want to be rude, especially to someone like Frank or anyone else. Chewy again. Golly geez, blessings to you.
Yeah, blessings and blessings to you, OTW, and everybody. And Frank, I didn't mean any disrespect. Wasn't stepping on your toes with your question. I just what I meant to add was that if the focus and the priority is obtaining the money, that's where we can find ourselves in the wrong places in our lives. If our focus is serving God and trying to seek out what's actually for us, what our purpose is, and then that comes in, that's a tool to be used appropriately. That's the point I was trying to make, is that
Well, that is a good point, and I believe that we would all agree on that, right, Jack? I think that's legitimate and righteous, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's why I was literally saying to Jack, there's nothing wrong with financial support. So
No, it is
people
not.
commenting on it and saying something about it says a lot about them, right?
Well, thank you for somebody that just came in, because I don't think that you understand the contextuality. As I was asking, Jack just got a donation, and before that, he was saying that the money was root of all evil. So I asked that question: if you think that the root of all evil is money, then why do you expect? Why is your channel? Well, not necessarily that his channel was monetized, then why do you praise money? Because if it is the root of all evil, I was just trying to understand the contextuality of it. That's all.
Well, it's
Wasn't
subjective.
criticizing.
It depends on every single human individual. It has nothing. There's no objective perspective on that.
Well,
Money has the potential to
does
be an
that statement
idol.
that makes it right? That make it wrong, though. So you cannot say that money
You
is
can't
root of-
you can't even measure wrong or right on that spectrum, my brother.
Then why use that contextuality though? Because wrong
Because it's a
is already
tool.
wrong.
If someone is using it for malicious purposes, that is where it becomes the root of all evil. If it's become a tool and it's helping the process, just like any other tool that you use, like a hammer to a nail, it's like then you're actually using your brains. You're not getting involved emotionally, and you're not letting the money control you. You have control over your life and whatever support comes with that.
Right. The
So
verse
there's
actually,
no
I
understand that, but it was
verse,
more the wording. If money is the root
right.
of all evil, that's
No,
really a
and
negative thing.
that's the problem. The wording is the error. The actual verse is, for the love of money is the root of all evil. So you
Then
can
I
you can use money, but you have a place in society where it maintains its value. If you place it as the value of love through love and expect that this materialistic world is to be bought, you have lost the concept of love.
I can agree more with that with the contextuality of it already being wrong, because it's not wrong. It is wrong. It is wrong the way that you use it. Or
Right.
Yeah.
Money
And-
is
and-
money is
and-
it just money is just a medium of transfer of somebody's value, whether it be in a materialistic thing or in a thought concept of contracting or something like that. That's all it is. And we need to understand that and not use it as a tool of love.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to be
Awesome,
critical.
Shout out to Cosmic and the boys, man, for supporting Jack, man. Awesome.
Absolutely.
Do you mind if I use
Yes.
applause there for that super chat?
Thank you, sincerely. And I try not to ask. I intentionally. I try not to solicit or make it appear that this is why I'm in it for, because I'm not. I'm not in it for the money. I am happy to go without. And I have given away my last dollar 20 times. My last dollar, like none in the account, none at home, none in the car. My last dollar has been given away a bunch of times. So I don't.
When I asked you that, did I call you a hypocrite or did I ask a question?
You asked it.
After
Tell you what.
said something.
Tell you what. How about, so I understand, why did you ask the question? If not, to frame it and make me prove that I'm not a hypocrite. If that was not your intention, Frank, please help me to know.
Well, it wasn't my intention because you said the money was root of all evil, and then you cheered on a super chat. So I asked that question. Isn't that? I didn't say that you were a hypocrite. Didn't say that. Did I? Because we can go back and we can check.
I have
because
to
I didn't say
admit, though, that the
So,
line of
alright.
questioning
There
was
is leading
Is it
question.
the line of questioning though? Because
It's a leading
how-
question.
yeah.
It's a
Is it a leading
You were
question
leading the
or what?
witness. I have to agree.
Was it though?
Here, you know what? It's not a big deal, but Frank,
No, it was just a curiosity.
Well, we
And
don't
how
get
could I
around
say
to
that? Because
applause. Come on now.
but again, Frank, it speaks to you that you do not see me for who I am.
Right.
The
It's like
fact you have to ask that question, Frank, or you felt the urge to ask that question.
No,
I know
didn't
you don't.
It didn't feel the urge.
look,
it just
hold
came to the
on.
mind.
Let me be frank. Let me tell you this. All right, you don't really know Jack, and I can see that, and I'll tell you why you don't know Jack. Sometimes Jack doesn't really react kindly to how can I say this? People who are trying to play gotcha games with him, right? So he doesn't really express it, but we all see it, and that's exactly what you're doing, and this is why he gets frustrated. Because he doesn't have any time to waste with people who want to play gotcha games.
Thank you.
And you playing semantic games with on words, you know, that is just it's actually boring.
Yeah, it is. And if you'd been listening prior to asking the question, we've already established, and I brought this up as well, that inauthenticity and going after things like such as money for the wrong reasons, putting yourself in the wrong places to obtain that money, we already squashed that. We're in the mindset that what we need will be given to us via God when we need it. And if that comes from a super chat or whatever it is, that's how it's going to be. Right? Because it's authentically being you, finding your own purpose, and then God supplying your needs when you need it. So it's not in question of, wasn't it evil? You just said it's evil. No, the root of it, the love of it.
Please.
You know?
Yes. Thank you, Chris. Yes.
Well,
and we are choosing love today. Okay.
Well, to be honest, I was not criticizing Jack. I like Jack. I think he's a modest individual. It was just a question, and that is it. I cannot make it more than it is. Was just trying to understand that.
Mm-hmm. Sorry to interrupt. I realize, okay, you did nothing wrong. Your intentions were not rude, not to be rude, but please recognize the feedback that's been offered to you, okay? Because we're all we're all figuring each other out.
Well, Jack, in all honesty, I'm a critical thinker. I do not choose religion. I do not want to choose religion. You know, I advocate for people that are religious, not religious. I advocate for literally anyone. And I think that you do that too. But you cannot ask me to change who I am by a bunch of people that I barely know that apparently all agree with you. While I was trying to ask you a question,
Frank, can we
aggressive
please
at
move
all.
beyond this, please? Can we please move beyond this?
Jack, I have a
Please.
question. What does your shirt say, bro? Can you promote your shirt?
Best
I-
question
Well,
of the night.
You
Can
know,
you read
Jack, I am going to leave, but dude, they are right. You are a cultist. You are.
Can you read the shirt, man?
You know,
Great
Frank's
final
been
word.
here,
Great
Frank, so
final
yeah.
words.
I
Yeah.
think
It says the first casualty of war is the truth. The rest are mostly civilians. So what? They're gonna hit in the crossfire, huh? Okay.
right.
That's not good.
Thank you.
Peace be with you, brothers and sisters.
Yes, peace be
And
with
I
you.
didn't.
Thank-
I detested the fact that the guy was hiding behind this innocent, poor pussy boy act there. Oh, just asking questions, Jack.
Well, I got nine. I got 9 in the
Ah,
magazine to rinse on you
man.
for love and peace,
Yeah.
brother.
He don't expect anybody to change him, but he came into a channel like this to change
And
us.
also putting a
Do you
sticker
know
on
where
Jack
you are
saying
right
that he's
now?
religious when he's not religious, he's spiritual. There is a big difference. Big
Right.
difference.
Preach.
Well,
Preach,
and the biggest difference is he's confused in his identity and hasn't had that solidified yet. He is trying to force an identity and refuses anybody else's. This is his unwillingness to accept any change. I don't know the guy personally, but you know what I mean? Enough of that shit. I see right through everybody's fucking mask and shit. Come meet me.
Immediately,
Look
the
at your fucking
discernment
eyes.
was real. The discernment was real. And I think with a couple of us, we saw it within a few words of, and anytime you have a gathering like this, a lot of times the test the spirit formula is going to come from the outside. It's going to be the battle is not with the flesh type stuff.
Yeah, we'll poke you right in the third eye and laugh about it.
Exactly. Well, I apologize if I stirred the pot, Jack. I was just trying to simplify the situation.
And you know what? I still got to get me to be more polite, more kind. And Frank is a good dude. I believe he did not. I believe he was being honest. He intended no offense or what I suspect is it's the ego. It's the way we work. Our minds don't think things through, and then we do things that are kind of rude or insensitive.
I hear you, Jack.
Hey, Jack.
And doesn't the ego tether us to, in Kabbalah, it'd be Malkuth, right? Malkuth,
Hey,
and you got
Jack.
Keter, Corona, Keter, the crown. So, yeah, in this reality, the ego tethers you to this reality. It's a useful tool to have.
Yep.
But if you got
Do
to
you
put it
know
in
how
check,
many
though.
times? Do you know how many times I've heard that question? Well, if money's evil, why do you have money? I mean, I think
Everybody has
we're
to
getting
fucking eat and have a
frustrated.
roof. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you still got bills to pay, brother. Like I could worship a hammer. You could. Money has the potential to be a false idol. It already is. Like it already is. It's
Right.
the
exactly.
love of it. It's
It's
still a
greedy. It's being
necessity.
greedy. It's like gluttony, right? You're
All
being
right,
gluttonous.
Cage. Pipe down. Jack
No, you
wants his
pipe
space.
down, buddy. I'm trying to say something. I'll pipe down now on my own accord. I'll mute.
Oh yeah, check out the super chat.
I'm gonna pipe you up. What about that?
Cage, please. He asked you to yield on my behalf.
Okay, I'm yielding. I'm muted on my own, not because he told.
Peace be with you. I didn't get to say hello to this channel.
Yes, and welcome to you. Thank you.
Thank
Let me
you.
get you fucking better put me back up here.
Chewy, again, you and Cosmic just want to boost you up. God bless you. You have. Your generosity is truly appreciated. I mean, everything helps, right? And I tell you what, supporting a man like me helps others, because when I have an opportunity to help others, I do. When I have an opportunity to tip and share gratuity, I do. I'm generous. Even when I'm poor. I think a lot of poor people are. And that's why I want to talk to the wealthy ones.
No, I was so growing up, Jack. I was poor. Right? I couldn't even afford the OR. Yeah.
Man, the money is just rolling in, man. Wow. Woo.
Yeah, see that is fuck that up. Come on, man.
Amazing.
Get the ball rolling. Yeah, got 9 in the mag.
Oh my God, that is insane. Did you see just what came in, Jack?
Yes.
That is wild.
Did.
That deserves a
Look at that. Oh,
goodness.
look at that.
Another round of applause.
How you
That's
feeling,
wild.
bro? Come on, where'd you go from here? You have to remove that.
See, Jack, I told you people would show you appreciation.
Absolutely beautiful, man.
Sincerely, thank you. There's been so much generosity shared today. Holy cows! I'm truly, I'm truly grateful and surprised. I truly am. I hope everyone can start feeling the faith and the joy, the peace that I feel. I never knew life could be worthy of living. Now it's here. I'm kind of without words thinking about the support and everything. Holy cows.
Highlight that comment. You know, that's very important there. Here's another one, right? It's only a little bit. But yeah, you want everything? We got you.
Cows.
Mashallah, Jack. Mashallah.
Bless you guys. You know, here.
And our polls coming in too.
Yes.
Wow.
I mean,
Come on, Jack, bro. If you're serious about this shit, people got your back, bro. You know, watch this front, we got your back.
hey, OTW, question for you specifically.
Yes, sir.
We got Illumitami and Snafu in the back. Illumitami was asked not to return, and I banned him for a while, and then I unbanned him, and we haven't spoken since. He just left.
Okay, but
I
I think Snafu, his guns are in there. I believe Snafu's.
My guns are being disassembled.
Yeah,
and
I don't
oiled
think
up.
he's going to be here to. I don't think your target, Jack. I don't believe so. But if that does happen, you know what to do. I mean, you're a big boy, and you got super chats fucking raining in like going out of style. It's crazy.
Fucking noise ruin it.
Look at that support, Jack. I'm mind blown.
I am too. This is. I feel like we've kind of gotten way
We can
off.
all do better, Jack. We can all do better. Today's a new day.
Hey, Tommy, when I may have made a mistake by pointing out the past with Tommy. He seemed to be in good spirits from what I could see in the back. So, Illumitami, if you're listening, I care about you and I hope you're well. Golly jeez, man.
Look, golly geez, bro. Another one. Come on now. That's in fucking pounds, sterling pounds, bro.
Woo, man. Another one.
Yeah. Let's spread this stuff around with each other. You know what I mean? Fuck YouTube, bro. Either way. There you go.
So you think Snafu, I'm going to give you a chance, but please be respectful. Please. And Cage, please don't engage, please.
Right.
I'm not
Cage,
gonna engage with this idiot.
Don't do it on purpose
Okay.
to freaking jumpstart the warthog, dude.
Please.
He better fucking behave himself today.
Please.
That's all I'm saying.
You're not starting off well at all. He's going to come in on fire, dude, if you don't shut up.
Welcome back.
Jack. I come in love. Didn't you hear us last week? I thought you and I allied. I said the crew has the Talcottia's back because Talcottia was being fuckered with. So I come and love Jack, the crew. See, this is crew cotted. OTW was needing you, and I couldn't fulfill the great cot. So we brought the crew cot to just fill in while you were gone. So for all of you here showing Jack love, it's all love, man. And I know Jack loves and appreciates the love. So that's what I'm here for, Jack.
Holy cows. Well,
Holy is right. Remember, I said I allied up with you. Don't forget, I keep my word.
I wasn't sure what to think. And
I keep my word.
I tell you what, let me be humble and apologize for leaving you in the back for
You
so
do not
long.
have to apologize because
right.
today is your day. And for all of you supporting Mr. Cott, I know he appreciates it. Like real recognizes real. It's not like he's grifting or screaming for money. He actually appreciates it. And so, Cott, good for you, bro.
Is that before or after you blew yourself up trying to make hash oil?
Oh,
Both.
you God damn it.
I'm gonna
Hey,
save it. I'm gonna save it. I yield.
Snafu, nice job, brother. Good for you. Holy cows. Snafu just took the high road, everyone. If you didn't see that, okay?
Respect.
Hey. Hey, and you know what, Cage? Good on you. Initially, you created the opportunity for him to do that, but then you reinforced with positivity. Good for you.
You know, I think the reason OTW is asking for you is because he's actually bonded. You not see me sitting here with Wizard here. We're not yelling at each other. You not see me with Cynthia lately. There's been some bonding going on, but there's been some separation, wheat and tear. But when OTW and I allied, and then he said was going to defend the Talcottia. Me and you had our ups and downs, Mr. Talcottia, but I said crew will defend Talcottia. So we're here. And so thanks. Oh, $5, $5 hardball. Ding, 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 ding.
So I gotta ask. OTW is Snafu your best friend now, or is it Jack?
Oh yeah, I mean everybody's my best friend now. I mean even you, Wizard, right? I mean we're the best buddies in the whole world.
Can we have a necklace that says like BFFFFFF or like something?
No, we got friendship bracelets for everybody.
I'm gonna create a thumbnail. It's gonna be called "The Best Fiends Ever."
Oh, 1999 for Mr. Cott. I believe in miracles.
Oh, another one. Oh,
I believe in miracles.
Holy shit! This is wild, Jack.
And Jack was about to leave.
He was. This comment too, Casey. Blessings. I believe in miracles as well, and we
just the
are.
fact that Cage, said respect and there was no fight. Like miracles can come true.
So you know why? It's because Jack, if you want to believe it or not, is actually a holy man. All right, he's a good holy man. So you can't. Why would anybody want to go up against a man who's just upholding God? Right? He's only living with the faith of God. He's not living off of anything else. Oh my God, what the hell is that?
Oh my
Jack?
God, you got another one, Jack. Look.
What is that? Oh, it's a palm.
It's his hand. It's his palm.
Oh, what a dick. What a dick.
Look, Jack, you got another one, bro. Everything works, huh?
Holy cows. Cage, thank you as well. I don't beat. Hey, Cage, are you one of those that I was talking about earlier? You don't have to answer me, but ask yourself.
I don't know. What were you talking about earlier? I could give you an answer if you like.
Actually, I think you're probably good, but the question I was asking is, do you look for lies or do you look for the truth? Because looking for lies can distract us from the truth.
Well, exactly, Jack. And you can't spell believe or belief without a lie. So I don't believe in anything. I know. And, certain things will happen either way.
If you believe they put a man on the moon.
I was about to super chat again until that song came.
Shut the fuck up, Staffy. No, Casey, that's enough. You gave enough already.
Thank you. I can say out loud that I love OTW and Snafu. And the irony is, as soon as I was about to do it, Snafu challenged me to make sure that I was able to say it. I can. I do love you, Snafu, and I do love you, OTW, and all of, you know what? It feels better to love. Simple as that. I love everyone.
Keep it simple, stupid. I mean, man, they made a whole band out of that freaking title right there.
I love you all, but I don't give a rat's ass whether you love me back. I love that. Saying you say, El Perro. You know what I mean? And that plant. Well
That's
done.
on you. That's on you. You got to learn how to love yourself.
Oh, I love myself, man, every day.
It's not about other people loving you. It's about you loving yourself.
Well, you can't pour from an empty cup.
You have a blessed Saturday too, Arpol. And there's got Namaste TF says we love you too. Isn't that great? That is just as good support as the fiat. See?
It is.
No, it's beyond
just
money.
as valuable, Jack.
It's beyond money.
It's just as valuable. It's beyond money, right?
Fuck the little money. Yeah.
Yeah. And holy cows. God bless you, Chewy. Sincerely. What was it? You and Cosmic and Casey and Arpol and all. Holy cows! The generosity.
What about holy cows? What about Cage?
Oh yeah, and Cage too. Yeah. See, this is why I hate thanking individually, because it's easier over.
Then you generalize
always
it.
forget
like,
the least significant
shout out
people.
to all the super chatters, man. You are freaking awesome, and this is all possible because of you guys. You guys are freaking the shit. Okay, you're probably the best chat on freaking YouTube tonight.
Absolutely, by far.
And my chat too. Guys. I didn't want to leave you out, guys. I love you guys. You're also the best chat on fucking YouTube, hands down. All right. I didn't want to leave you out, guys.
Hey,
shout out to the Troll Strike team. #Truthio. The optics are high.
It's ineffable. You can't even put it to words, right? We're gonna start stuttering and shit. You can't even put it to words. Yeah,
I think this is as one of those moments where it's just holy love. Love, Jack. As you say, love is involved today.
It is. Love here, the thumbnail and the idea today was the recognition and the reminder. What I want to remind us all, what we really seek is peace, joy, and fulfillment. Behind anything else we might desire, it's going to result in peace, joy, or fulfillment. So just focus on the peace, joy, and fulfillment instead of the things. And if you recognize the truth, the peace of you, the peace in your present, it's there. It's up to each of us to give ourselves permission. It's okay to feel good. Life can be tough, but it's still okay to feel good. And sometimes it's hard to remember to feel good, especially when you've been hurt so many times.
Sorry, Jack.
It's all right.
I was reading private chat and I was like laughing.
I don't know. This is what I do know. It feels good to feel good. It feels real good to feel good, especially when you consider the alternatives. What's the alternatives to feeling good? Feeling bad. I don't like feeling bad. None of us do, really. But what do? How many times?
It feels good not to be tearing.
How
I
many
have to
times
second that one.
You're good.
There was a conversation about how God is always love, and then we had a cat to come in and say, well, God was love and hate and this and that. I'm full of analogies, okay? God's love could be represented with the sun shining. The sun always shines. Now, there may be a tornado that comes through your area that rips everything apart. and brings, with it cloud cover and rain. But the sun is always shining. It will be there. It will be there. There's no hate. I don't know where that came from. It was kind of frustrating, and I hadn't got the cojones to come up and
Because
contest
God is
that
the
yesterday.
tornado.
No, the tornado is nature. It's physical. It's just
Because
just
God,
the shit. It's the shit that happens that you have to continue to press through. It's a good analogy for life. Like there's always going to be stuff happening, but you still got to continue to press forward. There's
if
always
God
going to
is
be
the
rain.
Shots
sun,
fired.
then God is the tornado.
Yeah. Just so you know, when I said I allied up with you, did you not see what I sent you? What I sent to Margot, where I straight up said, "Margot, Jack was right. You have been stalking him for years." And I showed you that text. So just so you know, I'm not lying when I said I do see the optics. We've had personal conversations recently. So like I'm not here coming in any weird fact. We may still have our agreements, disagreements, but I care.
I have
And
to
I
jump
even
in here and say I'm fucking
yeah.
proud of you, dude. I'm fucking proud of you, man.
Well, I
Fuck,
showed
man.
Jack. I talked to Jack. I sent him and I showed him what was said too. So I just want Jack to know I'm not here just whatever. I come in peace, but I was being real. I wanted to show him that it's not even behind the scenes. I had your back.
Thank you for that reminder. And I did see it, but we hadn't spoken, so I didn't want to make any assumptions or.
I know. It's just the truth, yo. It's the truth, yo. You've been on
Thank
your
All
path
right,
of
all right.
doing
Can you
good.
please,
brother.
Jack? Can you please get rid of this fucking guy? His voice.
Yeah,
is
we'll pay him money to get rid of me, like the OTW thing.
No,
Can
that's
Jack
not
like
that.
stomp
No,
me
no,
out
no,
with a
no.
rainbow?
Don't turn. No, this is not
No, can Jack
OTW
stomp me
live.
out with a rainbow of love?
Don't turn
A
Jack
rainbow of
into
love.
me. No, no, no. All right, that's not the type
No.
of support that Jack is looking for here. Okay,
A rainbow of love could like flash me
don't mix
away.
oranges and apples in the same basket, dude.
Hey, here's what
No,
I'm.
I got a
look at this.
walnut for
I
you,
will
buddy.
go for you, Cage. Y'all have a lovely day.
Leave right
Jack,
now.
good
Thank you.
to see you,
Yeah, get
sir.
the fuck out of here. Don't let the
OTW, good
door
to
hit
see
you on the
you.
way out.
Y'all
Good to
all
see
take
you.
care and have a beautiful day. The optics are high.
Shout
Mr.
out to
Jack,
Snafu Snaps, man.
congratulations, sir, on your broadcasting. And
Thank
same as
you. Thank you,
OTW.
sir. Thank you for the respect for
Congratulations,
leave.
both you broadcasters
Thank
in the
you.
DES.
Thank you.
You
You
are
have to
have good.
appreciate the attempt at Griff, though. You've got to appreciate he was trying to get you hooked up with some bread, Talcott.
He was. Yeah, he was. And
Yeah, but
I,
good
it's
nature.
tainted bread. It's tainted
I
bread.
appreciated.
Yeah.
I
We got
appreciated both
ergot. Right? I'm
sides.
tripping on acid with
Cage.
ergot in the bread.
Shut up, Cage. Todd. I was gonna say Talcott was speaking. Jack was speaking, man.
Cage, I love you, my friend. Holy cows.
Love you
Hey,
too, brother.
wait.
Cows, love you, brother.
For Snafu though, sincerely, I don't know if it's just a redirection of his energy, but I've seen a change in Snafu, it appears. And I trust,
I've been saying it for like a few weeks now. And you tell me I am not gatekeeping donations, dude. I'm just avoiding Jack getting the fucking grifter sticker, motherfucker.
Yes.
Oh, look
Cage,
at that.
please,
You know what I think is gonna happen with Snafu? I think anonymous donor is gonna pay for all his hospital bills, and he's gonna be released from that shit, and he's gonna be healthy and fulfilled, and he's gonna be on a different path. You know what I mean? Maybe randomly, who knows? You know what I mean? Magically, his shit will all be paid for his little hospital bill. Yeah. What about that?
I have faith for all of us. There's the potential of some amazing things in our future. I mean, even the worst of the worst is capable of reform. And from what I'm told, what I understand, that's kind of the stories from the patterns in the Bible as well. God will take the lowest of us and take them somewhere special to become something special. I didn't believe in that stuff. I didn't see anything special in me. I didn't see much special in life, to be honest, because I had become asleep. I was living a subconscious life in the disease of alcoholism. And it was a prison.
Okay, but you're here now, Jack.
Thank
you. Either way.
Well, the here and now is where we are. And
Definitely good to meet you, Jack. Good to meet you too, OTW. And Dennison, when did you sneak in?
he's been here a while. Dennison, go ahead. Well, and Rocky.
I have a question.
And Casey, please.
Casey, are you looking for a sugar baby by any chance? That's
now you guys are getting out of fucking pocket here.
Oh my goodness. You guys have been here.
We can cancel every transaction, just remove you, right? You know that, right?
I don't know what's wrong with him.
Shut the fuck up.
He didn't used to be like this.
Shut the fuck up.
Please, Cage. Really? Who are you?
Really? Oh, you'll find out who the fuck I am very quickly.
All right. Well, thanks for having me, guys. Have a blessed Saturday.
Golly, jeez.
Take care, Casey. Thank you for the contributions to a bunch of retards.
I'm just kidding.
Thank you.
Be blessed.
Hey, thank you. I do feel maybe it's time. This has been my mind.
I think it's time to wrap it up, Talcott. Yeah.
That's what I'm feeling, Cage. I am. Any last words, brother?
No, I'm just gonna listen.
All right. Rocky, you joined and didn't get a chance to say a thing yet. Are you how you doing, brother?
I'm doing okay. I shaved my head and my beard.
I saw that. You're looking fresh and clean.
I look like a different person. But I came up here. I always remember the scriptures as being translated. The love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. That's how my pastor teacher used to interpret that. The love of money is not the root of all evil. It's the root of all kinds of evil. Okay, thank you. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Rocky. That makes sense too. Welcome to the new guest, Jack. Why you so gay?
Oh, why you so gay, Jack? Oh, why you so gay?
It's AJ.
Yeah.
That's my lawyer, bro.
Hey, shut up, Cage, you communist.
Hey, shut the fuck up. You're my lawyer, bro. The fuck?
The lawyer sucks.
Yeah,
He'd end up in prison.
You're not Jewish enough. I have two words, Jewish lawyer. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, there you go, Jack. There you go.
Oh boy.
Hey, actually, you and I should have a serious conversation one day.
You know, that would be wonderful. I would really be enticed.
Well, you know what, Jack? Here's a suggestion. You got 21 minutes left. Why don't you backstage everybody and go on one-on-one with AJ?
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Shit.
Litigation. Oh, no.
OT motherfucking Devadoo.
He's the man. He's the man. And I love the idea.
Now, AJ's an old friend of mine. You know what I mean? Shout out to AJ. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, it is a good idea. But how about another twist? How about we wrap this up over here, and we'll join OTW over there.
I'm gonna go to fucking Brampton and hire AJ.
Yeah, man. Rastafari, man. Jack, God bless you, brother. I hope.
It sounds
come on,
good.
guys. Let me get in for a few seconds to say my thing real quick. Jack, God bless you, brother. I hope Jesus has given you more evolution, more enlightenment as it goes. And you take care of yourself, brother. I hope your beard grays with wisdom and not stupidity.
All right. Well, thank you for that. Cage, I put you in the back because you weren't letting him speak. Okay. But I don't know what happened. I thought we had an opportunity. He didn't really acknowledge the idea. Is he scared of me?
I think he just ran away.
I don't like, I'm just asking a question.
It looked like he ran away.
Is he intimidated by me? My intellect? I wonder.
Oh, I wonder.
I'm pretty sure if you show up, Jack, onto my broadcast set, he might show up. There
I bet he
be a
would.
chance.
I bet he would.
Yes.
Yeah. He's a good.
He's an old friend of mine. He's an old friend of mine. You know what I mean? He plays a game. That's fine.
He's a good dude. I like AJ. And actually, this is part of the blessings. I never in my life ever thought, as an adult especially, I'd end up spending time online doing stuff like this. Sure wasn't in my plan.
That's the same thing for me, Jack. I never even
Right?
thought for a second that I'd be actually end up making a career out of this.
No,
it's insane.
Hey, awesome.
OTW, you got the voice and you're so animated. I don't know if you saw my comment earlier in your stream, but if you've got AI mapping out like your mannerisms and stuff right now,
Oh, where
it's
did
gonna
he
be a
come
hell
up
of
with
a
that? Where did he
character.
come up with that? Where did he come up with that? Oh, I wonder. Right?
Cage.
Yeah, Cage wants all the credit for everything I'm
Give
becoming.
me some. No, how the fuck?
I've given you credit for
So
introducing
say
to me.
it publicly. Say it publicly.
Please give me. Well, if I'm going to right now, I'm going to say
Jack.
I'm going to acknowledge.
Hey, Jack, be blessed.
All right, brother. Thank you.
I have to acknowledge the Cage tart. Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
So
fucking knock on your door.
officially admit that Cage has introduced me to a couple of different levels of AI that has permitted me to do what I do now. Is that
you
good?
have you have permission. Yeah.
Permission. Oh my
Is
God.
it safe to say that you're doing better with it, OTW, than Cage has?
Well, essentially, yeah, pretty much.
Somebody's
pretty much.
upset. Somebody's upset.
I'm actually really using it.
I'm not even
correct.
trying though. I could eviscerate the fuck out of you if you want.
That's
you want me to do that?
a 7-year-old. You sound like a 7-year-old. I'm not even trying though.
No, I'm not.
I mean,
it's not hard to do. It's like
to be
taking
fair,
a fucking child, like a little baby.
the one saying I'm not even trying though sound a little bit more immature at that time. That go around, you may have given that one to Cage.
Oh, let the children have their fucking popsicle or their fucking, their sweets or whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you don't fucking get it. That's fine. I'm over here doing my own thing.
Pat me on the back because
Y'all
I helped
need
this
Jesus.
guy
No,
out.
I'm gonna
He's
pat
doing
you on the
better.
back, kiss you on your
Y'all
fucking
need
forehead. I'm gonna tuck you in at night, everything.
Mm-hmm. He's right. Y'all need Jesus. That's the truth.
For the sake of no arguments, I'll agree. Right.
Fuck that.
In this case, it might be helpful. Hey, welcome to you, Star Fox. Welcome to you. I was getting ready to shut down, but
Yeah, the funny thing is, Jack, is that people think they have an illusion of choice. You have no fucking choice over here, buddy. Yeah.
Hello.
Welcome. How you doing, Star Fox?
I'm all right. I just wanted to come on here because I was on Truth or Cups, a little panel a couple streams ago. But anyway, I noticed you two were fighting. I didn't know why, so just thought I'd ask you if you could just briefly say why, and that's all. I'll go after that. I haven't really talked to him too much about it.
No worries. Actually, I'm glad you mentioned him, because I think I remember him mentioning that he thought it would be a benefit for you and I to talk at some point. If I remember, maybe some similar views, or maybe they're different views, but on some different things. But as far as your question, how do I answer this? I love the guy, Douglas. I love the guy. He's a cool guy. Part of the online fun I've had. However, in our offline and online communications, he's clearly had some problems with me. He lacks respect, and he's been quite disrespectful online. So I don't have any issues with him, Star Fox, but I look forward to discussing maybe his behavior with him at some point.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I'll let him know. I mean, I'm not like a mediator or anything, but he doesn't. That doesn't hit you up. I heard some stuff, so I thought I'd ask. So thanks for letting me know. But I guess have a good one, man. It's a good talk. Did you move to? I'll ask you. Did you move to DC?
I'm in Baltimore, just outside of DC. But yes,
Really?
yeah, I
I'm
did.
here myself. I was out there like in October. I went to the Veterans War Memorial. Met the general of the Army Corps of Engineers. That was pretty cool. But yeah, it was pretty awesome. But I don't know if you smoke weed, but they had some pretty good weed there too.
Actually, you know, it's funny you brought that up, Jack. If you like, I can connect you with some people out in Baltimore. I have friends over there, and it's simply too.
So
complex.
do I, actually.
Simply too complex. I've known it for many, many years, and you know, it has to do with cannabis and all that. But yeah, he's a real person out there in Maryland. If you're around that area, if you like, I can link you up with him. You know, we collaborated many, many years ago.
Would
The
you
option is available. Yeah.
Would you please consider it? I mean,
Yeah,
genuinely.
it's simply too complex, right? Yeah. Go and
All right.
do your research.
All right. And I'll also feel free to share my name and information. If you know people in the area, I am. I'm here now and I'm doing what I can. I'm trying to make connections and new friends, you know, build a support and connections around here. Say that name again. Simply what? Cage?
Sorry, I was in the other room. Simply two, number two, complex.
All right.
Complex. Yeah.
Gotcha. Thank you. I'll look it up and see what I find. And please, like I said, feel free to share my hopes. And who knows?
Networking.
I'm gonna head out of here, Jack. But one thing, I don't know where you're gonna go with your channel, but my only advice would be maybe to invest in like a gimbal stabilizer for your phone and hit the streets and interview people and talk with them. That's what I've been doing. I gone to protests and clash with the leftists and drop some F-bombs. You know, they were talking crap about, you know, my service, but I'm just saying getting out there, it's scary, but it helps out for me to go to some of these leftist protests, even though I'm right wing now.
Yeah.
And we have conversations, and I met people who work with like Defend Democracy and met to town hall meetings and stuff. So it's kind of cool. It's scary, but you know, it's a dialogue that I think needs to be happening between two sides. But that's all I got to say.
Yeah.
So.
Hey,
Great
Star
stuff,
Fox.
man. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Great ideas. And it's in line with some other thoughts I had myself already. And I bet just the little you said tells me we may have some differing perspectives on a few things. But I'm always open to polite conversations and see what we can figure out. And I want to point out too, if I can, just real quick with OTW. He's done it before. I bet OTW, I'm assuming you'd be willing to help Truther Cop and I talk.
Sure. Yeah, I don't mind moderating those resolutions, I call them.
Yeah. So if he's tuned, if he hears, or if you connect with him, Star Fox, please, I'd like to talk to him. And you know, there's options.
If I see him live, I'll go on there and have a chat with him.
Perfect.
Let him know. But yeah, I'm gonna head out of here, guys. Good chat and good show.
Much love. Thank you for joining, Star Fox. Peace to you.
Take it easy, Bubba.
All right. I am ready to wrap up.
All right, Jack. So I'll be the first one to go. Shout out to everybody. Peace and love. And I'm off to OTW
Chop his
Live.
head off. Chop his head off, bro. Hurry up.
Yeah. Okay. Peace.
All right. Much love. Thank you, OTW. Go ahead.
Appreciate the opportunity. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, please. Please. Thank you.
I appreciate the opportunity. Guess we'll see you again when you come back. The interviewing ideas sound excellent. And that's it. That's it. I felt good about him saying that. I like that. That's a good idea, Jack. Get out there. Ask him about God. What do you know about God? You know what I'm saying? And just start with the deepest question first. Will be one of the epic videos that you can make and network. Thank you, Jack. It's nice to meet all y'all. I love you and I mean it.
Much love. Thank you, David. Peace to you. Cage, thank you, brother. Any final words, or did you step
Yeah,
over
yeah,
there?
yeah. I'm here. Here, I have my final words. You want to listen diligently to them or no?
Please.
Yes. Okay. Here it is.
Are you muted intentionally? You are a mystery, my friend. I'm going to assume that was the point. God bless you. Thank you, Cage. Thank you sincerely. The run of generosity that was shared today, holy cows, man. Cosmic and the boys, Chewy 4726. You guys were just patterning it out together for a big part. Cage Reality. And then Casey 526 jumping in with some big donations as well. And our poll in there. Did I miss any? Golly jeez. I appreciate all of you so much. I truly, truly thank all of you for the generosity today. I truly am humbled. I'm grateful to you all for being here, for being a part of this. And then for those who added a little extra, thank you even more. The topic, just remind yourself, please, be gentle with yourself. That way you can practice and be gentle with others. This is what I've been trying to do for myself because I was rough on myself my whole life, man. I was ruthless and cruel, never really gave myself a chance to stop, relax, think about all that life can bring. Give yourself that reward, please, and feel alive because you are, and it feels good to feel good. I'm going to wrap it up because my mind is starting to wander. I'm feeling it. Thank you again, sincerely, to all of you, whether you're live or later. Thank you for being a part of this. And until next time, choose love, peace for everyone, and live without fear. God bless us all. And it is set. We're going to forward over to OTWs and join him over there. God bless y'all. Peace.